Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Pastor Eric Brown with Daily Manna for your soul. I pray the Lord is blessing you real good right now. Look, just want to bring you a word of encouragement, a word to help you along your way. And today that word is when God says enough is enough. Oh, church, children of God, can I tell you, I believe that God sees your pain. I believe God sees what you're going through. He sees you under the attack of the enemy. He sees you trying to go forward up the King's Highway and the devil all in your business, all in your way, trying to stop you and block you any way he can. But God also sees you keeping on pushing. God sees you just keeping on trying to do the will of the Lord. But I'm here to tell you, help is on the way. Because I believe God is looking at your situation and God is saying enough is enough. All that God is going to bring deliverance unto you. Watch this, y'all. I'm reminded of the children of Israel when they had been in captivity in Egypt some 400 years. And God raised up a man on the backside of the desert by the name of Moses. Moses was a fugitive from Egypt, and God was going to bring him back to be the deliverer out of Egypt. Watch this. God had gave him a word that you're going to set my people free, that I'm going to set my people free through you, and I'm going to bring you and let you stand in front of Pharaoh, and you're going to deliver this word that says, I've had enough, let my people go. And I believe right now that was ordained of God, and God showed himself strong and mighty. It took 10 plagues, but Pharaoh decided, I'm going to let these people go. God brought those people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt, and he began to march them on to the promised land. But then God took them on a detour. God took them on a place where they were going toward the Red Sea. It looked like they were about to be trapped. It looked like they were hemmed in with mountains on one side and treacherous terrain on the other side. But God had a plan, because God has said enough is enough. And when God did that and brought them to that place, he hardened Pharaoh's heart, and Pharaoh looked up and said, why did I let them go? I just lost all my free labor. And Pharaoh came after them with everything he had, 600 of his best chariots with 600 of his best soldiers, leaders and soldiers and army, all after this ragtag bunch of exiles from Egypt, these children of Israel. But I'm here to let you know right now that no matter what it looked like to the world, you are God's favorite people. You are God's chosen. You are children called by his name. You are established for his purpose, and you are designed and ordained to give God the glory. And I just want you to know that when you are rocking like that, God got something for you, and it's called his covering. And I want you to know that even though that army came after them, and even though the children of Israel were afraid, God gave Moses a word, and he told them to stand still. Don't be afraid, because this enemy that you see today, you'll see no more forever. And you know how the story goes. They trapped by the Red Sea, and God parted the waters, and they crossed over on dry land. But this is the next part. When God said through Moses, you'll see this enemy no more forever. Don't you know the enemy tried to take advantage of the blessing that God gave the children of Israel? And God turned the blessing that he gave the children of Israel into a trap for the armies of Pharaoh, because they came after them, and they were caught up in the Red Sea and drowned that day. I just want you to get that, y'all, that even though your enemy has been oppressing you, even though your enemy has been holding you down, even though your enemy has been holding you back, God still got to work for you. You are still in God's favor. I don't care how long you've been under attack, you're still in God's favor. I don't care how long you've been knocked down, how many times you've been knocked down, you're still in God's favor. And God is looking at your situation, and God is saying enough is enough. Or can I tell you, when God speaks a word of deliverance to you, you will be delivered. When God speaks a word of healing to you, you will be healed. When God speaks a word of blessing to you, you shall receive a blessing. I just want you to get that. The promises of God are yea and amen. The promises of God are part of his word. And the Bible said that his word shall not return unto him void. You better get it, y'all. When God says enough is enough, believe me, it's enough, and the devil's going to get what's coming to him. Look, if you've been encouraged by this little video, if this has blessed you, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Go ahead and like this page, and leave a comment, and hit the bell for notifications that you'll be alerted to upcoming videos. Look, you be encouraged today. You go forward in the Lord. Your best is still yet to come, because God is telling the enemy on your behalf, enough is enough. Peace.